Hello and welcome to this lesson. So today we'll be looking at another question on differentiation from first principle. So we have this, we have to find derivative of this. Now the first thing you want to do is that you want to write down the equation. So we have dy over dx will be equals to the limits as change in x approaches 0 of this f of x plus change in x minus f of x divided by change in x. So that's basically what you want to write first. Some students or some teachers may start with this and say this is why starting with this equals to x plus, f of x plus change in x. Yes, you can start with that. That looks simple to start with, and then you take the limit at some point. But just to stay consistent, I'm using this. And also, I must say that this change in x in some textbook is regarded to as the delta, All right. So whichever you are using, this one, you are using this one, they all fall in the same category in this context. Now, let's proceed. We are going to say this our dy over dx is lim as change in x goes to 0, and this one implies wherever you find your x here, change it to wherever you find x, change it to x plus change in x. That's what it means. X plus delta else for short. So this one now, our x will become x plus delta x plus 3 all raised by 2 minus x plus 3, plus x plus 3 all squared over change in x. So the next thing you want to do is to open this bracket. So let's do that carefully. This will be limit as ds goes to 0. This is x plus change in x plus 3, x plus change in x plus 3 minus x plus 3, x plus 3 all over change in x. And now this is where the big work comes in. So now you want to open the bracket. X times x will give you x squared, and x times 3 will give me 3x. I want to do it like this. That will give me 3x, and if I get here when I started using 3, if I do 3 times it, you also give me 3x. So together that is already 6x. Now I am doing x by this. That will be x change in x. And by the time I get here also, when I will be using change in x here, if I do change in x times x, that will also give me x change in x. So everything together will be plus 2x change in x, or 2x delta s. Let's use that. Now, I'm multiplying x by 3. Okay, we've done that. X times s squared. And then this one should come first, actually. This one should come first. So let me put it in order. We will do 2x change in x plus 6x. All right, that's what we are going to do. And then look at it. By the time I'm using change in x to multiply exclusively, change in x times x, we have done that already. Then change in x times change in x is what we have not done. And that will be change in x squared. You can only have one change in x squared. One delta s squared. This is plus delta s squared. And then you want to do delta s times 3. Delta s times 3 will give us 3 delta s. And by the time we also get here, if we do 3 times delta S, it will give us 3 delta S. So everything together is 6 delta X. I'm just doing it once, so you can expand it carefully on your own. You can do the broad work. Now, the last thing is that 3, I've used 3 to multiply everything except for this 3. So this 3 times 3 here is the 9, is 9. And this one, if you open the x times x is x squared. You know, this minus will affect everything, and everything will eventually change to a negative number. So this is x times 3 is 3x. But I know that if I get and I do 3 times x, it also give me 3x. So this is going to be negative 6x. And then 3 squared, that's all you have. That is minus 9. And so everything divided by change in x. So let's begin to do some, let's take away some stuff. X squared will go away with go away with that. Plus 9 will go away with minus 9. And then this 6x will go away with this 6x. And what are we left with? We are left with this lim as change in x approaches 0 of 2x. So this one should come down. Change in x approaches 0, and that will be 2x change in x plus change in x squared plus 6 change in x over change in x. You see, right there, I can factor out change in x. By the time I factor out change in x, I'm going to have this right here. My dy over dx will be equals to lim as change in x goes to 0, and that will be change in x 2x plus change in x plus 6 divided by change in x. So what did I do? Change in x is common to everything here. Change in x is common to everything. So what I did was change in x goes out. It will be left with 2x here. That's the 2x. It will be left with 1 change in x here. That's it there. And then it will be left with 6. That's what we have there. And so if this one will go away with this, by the time we take the limit, if we take the limit of that, that will be equals to 2x plus 6. And there is our final answer for this particular work. All right.